Welcome to part 2 of this series of videos of walking on the Whiskey Ridge warpath. And the flag you just saw blow in front of the camera, oh, there it is again. That's flag 15. Woo! Okay, I promise I'm not gonna yell as much, but that yell there is when I was working in Morgantown for like 9 months. You'll see my blogs, go back and look through my blogs. I spent a lot of mornings walking down there before my work and stuff. But anyways, I'm shooting this part of the ridge right here because pretty soon there's gonna be leaves on the trees, and we won't be able to get that beautiful view there out across these ridges. And so I wanted to get some shots of this. But anyways, yeah, every morning, my favorite place to go, like right at sunrise, I was actually walking under the lights. I walked under the lights in Pittsburgh and Morgantown, and that's about it. Yeah, but I was working in Pittsburgh too, on a walking period of my walking. And for a long time I would walk before work down there too. That's because I was frustrated. I was first started working down in Pittsburgh. I'm like, how am I gonna get these miles in? Because working all day in like an office setting, look at that. It's like mental fatigue. And mental fatigue is a lot more different than physical fatigue. I don't know how people could do that. Work in an office all day and try to get physical exercise in. When I was younger, I could do it, but not anymore. But I learned. I thought I was driving down one morning, and I was frustrated because I was actually able to I would walk in Washington, Pennsylvania on Route 19 at daylight, at sunrise, and still get it. I think it was 7 miles in, I believe, was my first walking on 19. I only did 7 miles because I had to hurry up and get to work. So, but then the darkness set in, and I tried walking in the dark on 19 in Washington, and it was dangerous as heck to walk on the highway in the dark with the flag. So but I did it though, until one day I was driving to work in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, well, wait a second, I played football under the lights, you know, why can't I walk for the troops under the lights with the flag? There's flag 15. But anyways, so that's when I started walking under the lights, and it was awesome. I would actually spend the night at the store, and I was the manager, so I could do anything I wanted. And I'd wake up the next morning and walk under the lights before work, and get back just in time to wash up and get ready for work, and work all day. And then I'd go home, and I'd wash or dry all my clothes, whatever. If they were too dirty, I'd wash them, and then I'd be ready for another. So I'd take that day off. I'd drive to work the next day, and then I'd sleep over again and walk, and that was my rotation every other day. But that's how I started. Yeah, like when I was walking down in Morgantown, and I worked down there, I actually could stay where I was helping my friend out. He was disabled and everything, and I was basically his bodyguard, chauffeur, because he couldn't drive. But so I could stay there. So I would walk before he got up, and I'd walk in there early morning, and right at sunrise, the path worked out so great that when the sun was rising, I would be on a bridge over top of the Monongahela River. And I do the woo! Yeah, I do that. I do the Indian yell. I do this. Free! I did that yell too when I was down fighting for the. Go on my website, you'll see it. It's the battle for Capitol Hill, the Lost Patriot and the battle for Capitol Hill. I did that yell the whole day on Sunday when trying to rally the troops to keep cheering on to try to get the Congress people to listen to us, but they didn't, did they? But I did my William Wallace freedom! I'll see you in part 3.